विभं विश्वनाथं प्रभुं जगन्नाथनाथं सदानन्दभाजं भवद्.
Hi friends, this is NJ, host on this channel. So we will continue our discussion around different minor arcana cards. The suit which we have started our discussion first is the suit of Pentacles. And in the suit of Pentacles, we have already covered the Ace of Pentacles. Now we are going to start our discussion on the Two of Pentacles. So before we will start our discussion on this card, just a quick recap of all what we have studied so far. We have already discussed that tarot is basically used for doing a character analysis, to get a glimpse of the future, to get a solution to remediate confusion, and it also helps you in meditation. Now, when it comes to understanding the components of these tarot cards, they can be divided into two chunks, the major arcana cards and the minor arcana cards. Arcana is a Latin word which means secret. So, when it comes to understanding these major arcana cards, they are 22 in numbers, they tell more about the universal theme, they tell more about the long lasting and more impactful events. So we have already discussed all of these 22 major arcana cards in detail. Now we have started our discussion on the minor arcana cards, which are in total 56 in numbers. They, the universal energies of major arcana, which we have discussed, but how they affect us on our daily level. All the drama of our daily life, our emotions, our relationship, our security, our material concerns, our finances. For that, you need to study the minor arcana cards. These minor arcana 56 cards can be divided into 4 suits. The suit of Wands, which represents fire element, tells about your action, creativity, movement, confidence. Then comes the Cups, which represents the water element, tells about your spiritual experiences. It also tells about your relationship. Then comes the Sword, which represents the air element, tells about your intellectual pursuits, your thought, your reasons, mental clarity. And last being the Pentacles, which represents the earth element and tells about your practicality, security, material concern, or your financial concerns get seen from these pentacles. Now when it comes to understanding each suit individually, it can be, it carries 14 cards, one ace, then the numbered cards from the card number 2 till card number 10, and in the last 4 court cards, the page, knight, queen and the king. We have already discussed the aces, which represents the maximum strength of that suit, which represents the omen of something new beginning. And now we are going to start our discussion on this Two of Pentacles. So first we'll try to understand this illustration, this design, because we might even get a solution to our current problem just by the close scrutinization of this design only. So when it comes to understanding this illustration, as you can see in my hand, you'll find this young boy dancing, juggling with these 2 pentacles in his hand. And these 2 pentacles are being wrapped in a cord, in a 8 kind of shaped cord, which can be also seen as a cosmic lemon's cake, which represents eternal life. This can also be looked at as the sign of the infinity, which just tells about that we have the potential to unlimited potential to handle any kind of problems which comes in our life. And as you see in the background, you'll see these kind of ships kind of tossing in the highways, which just tells about the daily ups and downs of the life. So this is about the illustration. Now when it comes to understanding the divinatory meaning of this card, so first of all, this card just tells about the juggling around different kind of situation. In an upright situation, the divinatory meaning of this card is that the person has the potential, capability to handle multiple responsibilities, multiple tasks at any given point of time. Any kind of multiple relationship in the form of making a balance between his family life and his friend circle, making a balance between his parents and giving equal time to his children, to his wife. The person can make a good balance of that. So this is what we get to know as the first attribute in understanding this card's divinatory meaning. Second, this card also tells about the flexibility. That upright placement, this card just tells about that the person needs to remain flexible. This is not the right time, this is not the right situation where the person needs to act in a rigid way. Third, this card also tells about the fun, frolic, and having a good times. So all those kind of situation where the person needs to remain very mellowed, have to kind of enjoy life around. This card also tells all of that. Now when it comes to understanding this card's meaning in a reversed kind of formation, so this just tells about, first of all, that the person doesn't have the potential, kind of capability to handle multiple responsibilities at any given point of time. same goes with the relationship as well. The person will not be able to manage between his family life, his social life, his friend circle, is not able to handle that. Second thing is that this card also tells about that the person is in real not happy, he's just pretending to be happy. The enforced celebration, enforced kind of fun and frolic environment, someone who is very reclusive, who is very kind of very socially isolated kind of mindset. For that particular person, his mode, his attitude towards celebration is just having a good gala time, reading his favorite novel at a coffee book shop. But he's being enforced to get into some social environment, get mingle up with people to whom he is not liking. So this is all what we can get to know if this card will come out to be reversed. Now when it comes to understanding this card's real life meaning in the lives of the people, so all those kind of situation, when someone has come to you, let's say for example, he is the person who has come to you for a reading. That person is in a job, and there is one good entrepreneurial venture, which requires this person's part-time time, and he is not sure whether he'll be able to handle these two multiple responsibilities, multiple ventures. The appearance of this card in an upright state is going to give this indication that yes, the person has the capacity to handle all these kind of multiple things. Many times people have this notion, let's say for example a worried parents who has come to you for a reading and they just want to ask that their son is going to marry against their wish, whether the son will be able to give proper time to them, to the parents along with the wife. The upright placement is just going to give this indication that yes, the person will be able to manage the relationships in an equal efficient level. Same ways, if this card is reversed, so the person is not in a right mode. The person doesn't have the right set of expertise and skills to handle multiple responsibilities, multiple tasks, and same ways, even a relationship. So this is all what I wanted to say as my take on the card number 2 of the Pentacle suit. I hope you guys found this video informational. For further more updates and notification on tarot, please subscribe my channel and like my Facebook page. Thanks.